Hey guys, this is Anthony. Today we're playing another 15-10 game on Lichess. Playing the white side. Let's start with e4. Okay, facing a Sicilian, let's play c3. And I always wish that I brushed up on theory. So I'm trying to think, okay, I think e5, if I remember, e5, knight d5, d4, takes. Do I need to play d4 now, though? Can I sneak in knight f3? Knight f3 looks okay. Defending that e5 pawn. Do I want to play d4 now? d4, c takes, c takes. I don't mind that. I do have to be careful of queen a5 at that point. Um, yeah, d4 seems sturdy. Let's pre-move the capture. Bishop e2. E2 seems solid. Queen a5 check. I think I could play. Okay, so they're challenging the center right away. Um, this will give me an isolated pawn if I take. So e takes, or e takes, queen takes. What about bishop f4? Bishop c4. Yeah, bishop c4, or even queen b3. Where's this knight heading? Where's the knight heading? So I like bishop c4. Bishop c4, e6. Takes. Bishop c4, bishop e6. Let's do bishop c4. And on bishop e6, can I just castle? My bishop on c4 is loose. Okay, so castle looks like a good move. Checking for tactics. Bishop takes, e takes. That pawn is loose. So queen b3 might be annoying. Queen b3, knight a5. Queen b5 check. Yeah, queen b3 looks annoying. So let's double check. Queen b3, knight a5, queen b5 check, queen d7. No, queen d7 hangs the knight. So if queen b5, bishop d7. Okay, so I don't actually gain anything there. So yeah, let's just castle. So knight a5 actually protects this b7 pawn. I may have takes and knight c3. I do like that that comes with tempo. Okay, so what is black going to play? Maybe bishop e7, just the castle. So bishop takes, e takes, knight c3. What about now? Pawn takes, queen takes. Okay. So yeah, let's do bishop takes, pawn takes. I like knight c3. So pressuring this pawn. Uh, Maybe bishop e6. Okay, that's another way. Yeah, I didn't see pawn takes. Um, that would allow the queen to defend. Okay, so I like pawn takes. Maybe rook e1. Where do I want my dark square bishop? Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I missed that. Hmm. So knight e2, they have d2. Maybe just knight f4. Knight e4. Just wonder if this pawn's going to be annoying. So knight b5. Knight b5, bishop c5, 4. Hmm. Queen d3. Okay, so let's do knight e2. And on d3, just knight c3. And we're pretty much saying that this pawn is isolated. It's pretty far advanced, but yeah, how is black going to protect it? Note, my e5 pawn, it is a little loose as well. Yeah, I might want to play bishop f4 just to give it a second defender. So castles, knight e takes d4. If knight takes, knight takes. Yeah, we're up a pawn there. So on bishop c5, bishop c5, queen c2 runs into d3. Pretty bad fork. Bishop c5, maybe just queen d3. Knight b4. Yeah, that can be a little annoying. Okay. So knight takes, bishop takes e2, knight takes. What about this knight? This knight takes. So looking at knight takes, queen takes. I think either of these knight captures actually works. Maybe just knight e. Okay, one of them does damage my pawn structure. Hmm. We have queen b3. Queen b3. Bishop takes, queen takes. Knight e5. Queen b7. Hmm. So queen b3. Queen b3. What about just d3? Yeah, so I think Knight takes might be simplest. Knight takes, knight takes. Knight takes, knight takes. Queen a4 check. Okay, let's try that. Knight takes. What about queen a4 check? Oh, interesting. Okay. So queen b3. Queen b3. So a double attack. Not really. There's always knight f3 check. And probably recapture with the knight. And my knight on d4's dangling a little bit. So I do have this hanging b7 pawn. Let's say rook b8, and bishop f4. So on b6, I still like bishop f4. Or maybe bishop d2, bishop c3 might be a better diagonal here. Okay. Take away that diagonal. Do like bishop e3. Play that. So maybe rook a c1 is coming. Slight imbalance. It's a knight and bishop against the bishop pair. A c1. Hmm. Maybe rook f d1. Let's see where the queen goes. Okay, rook a c1. I mean, rook a d1 looks pretty nice. And on bishop e6, be queen a4. Queen a4 just prepares bishop f4. So I would say black is slightly better positionally. They have the open board with the two bishops. My knight has less of an influence. So if I could trade off my knight for a bishop, I'll take that for sure. But yeah, bishop e6, queen a4. After bishop f4, I think I could penetrate with rook c7. It's looking a little uncomfortable for black. Okay, I like my queen on the fourth rank. But yeah, black's bishops are covering a lot of squares. Hmm. Yeah, bishop f4 incoming. I may play bishop d6. And bishop d6. I do like that. That gives me queen h4 with knight g5, looking a little uncomfortable. And be careful, my a2 pawn is weak. Light square bishop is staring down at it. So, and bishop d6, maybe just b3. Yeah, maybe just b3. So my rooks are more active. They're both on open files. Black's rook on a8 is a little sad. Wonder if black wants to play less ambitiously, maybe just rook e8. Let's just trade. So, I mean rook d8. So on rook d8, do I have bishop f4? I could play bishop d6 there. I am happy to get rid of a pair of bishops. I like that black's thinking. Does make me wonder if they're trying to figure out a tactic. I'm looking at all the captures now. Queen h2. I didn't really look at. So bishop d6 would form that battery actually, but yeah, bishop takes h2 check. Knight takes h2. There's No follow-up. Wow. Okay. B4. I mean B5. Um, B5. Okay. Hmm. Okay, I see. They may win this A2 pawn. Yeah, because it is hanging, isn't it? So if I do, let's say, queen e4, this bishop takes a2. Can I play queen c2 to protect it? It does add a little bit of annoying pressure, so queen c2. I would rather keep this pawn. Queen c2, rook c8, queen b1. And queen c2, bishop a2 at b3. b3. So a small little trap here. Let me just double check. Bishop takes a2, b3, rook c8, queen b2. Yeah, that bishop looks trapped. Okay, b5. Yeah, that was a move that surprised me. So I can't play bishop f4 now. Okay, so black is probably preparing rook a to c8. What about queen c7, queen takes, rook takes? I like how active my rook is, and we're threatening to win this pawn. We're offering the queen trade. I did leave my a2 pawn hanging. Did I? No, because after rook takes c7, their bishop is hanging. Okay, their bishop is hanging, so that's an important detail. So if I do have a chance, um, I want to play b3. So right now, if black plays bishop d8, I'll play rook takes a7. Hmm, rook takes a7. Rook takes a7. Bishop takes a7. Okay. So they're threatening the pawns. I see. So I could play b3. Seems wise. a3. So I'm threatening rook takes a7. What about rook b7? Rook b7, a6. Okay, now they don't have a6. Knight d4. Knight d4 with a fork. Knight d4, bishop takes, bishop takes. e8, rook d8. I think that's okay. Hmm, I missed that one. Okay. I miss rook d8, the pin now. Right, right. Yeah, and this might be lethal. Hmm, this may be lethal. Hmm. Okay, so knight takes e6. I get mated. Knight f3 gets mated. Yeah, so I just missed this pin. Looking for any tactics. Yeah, and that b5 pawn. And even the bishop, yeah, just very strong. So, what is the best way to complicate the game? Maybe rook b7? Oh yeah, this is fine. I'm not sure what I was looking at. The knight is pinned, but it's adequately defended. Huh. And I was about to resign. I'm not saying that this is a good position, but it is a position. It is a position. So, yeah, I might have to play king f1. So, b4. So we're getting into time trouble now. So pawn takes, bishop takes, king f1, king e1. I also have knight takes. That runs into a fork, bishop c4. Ah, okay. Yeah, I just hung that. Yeah, just hung my rook there. I'd still try to fight on, and maybe there's a off chance for a back rank mate or not. Uh, we'll play on. Yeah, yesterday I played a over the board game. My opponent dropped a piece in the opening, and they're ready to resign. Um, but I told him, hey, we're playing with the clock, so there was no increment. In this game, there is 10-second increment, and my opponent is playing super solid. Um, just trying to think how to complicate this. I mean, yeah, bishop, rook b2. Yeah, pawns are dropping off at this point. I'm gonna resign. Good game. And yeah, it was a high rated opponent. I quickly saw the username and their rating at the beginning of the game. And yeah, I'm gonna go all the way to the end here. But yeah, knight d4, I really went into a long think, and I kind of hallucinated that I was losing this knight. The knight is pinned, but luckily my opponent can't add pressure to it easily. So I guess they could play like rook a6, but I think uh hmm, I was gonna say I think I'm in time to defend my rook, but yeah, not in time to defend this knight. So maybe rook c1, because how do I actually stop the double up here? Yeah, so this might have been like back-to-back blunders here. Yeah, I wonder if rook cc1 was the move. And here, yeah, I was so excited with my plan that the light square bishop was hanging. And yeah, it's a common pattern. Once I see a good plan of mine, I just turn my brain off. Um, so yeah, completely missed this move. Still a tough position. Yeah, it looks like Black's winning. So yeah, knight d4. So my calculations, it was just this. I saw that I was putting myself into a pin. I didn't think anything of it. I thought I had king f1, but yeah, I missed this idea of doubling up. Yeah, so maybe after rook f d8, I do want to check this now. Yeah, it's about even. It's still even here. But what about rook a6? Even? Ah, okay. So they're actually not threatening to win a piece because they have back rank issues. Um, don't take with the bishop just because it's pinned. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I didn't realize. Hmm. Yeah, the pin plus the back rank issues just gave a lot of pressure. Let's go through the rest of this. Hmm. So I'd like h3, a takes, a takes, bishop takes, rook d2. Hmm. Okay, and the game would have went on. Um, yeah, that makes sense. This pawn is hanging. Okay, okay. All in all, solid game. Um, so we are down to 1951. Thanks for staying around, everyone, and we'll try again tomorrow.